Hello, welcome back to EPG. I'm, of course, Greg, your host. If you could buy a machine that would print money every single month, month after month, would you do it? What would you use that money for? Would you increase your standard of living? Would you go out to fancy restaurants? Would you travel like I did? Well, in all honesty, there's not a legal machine out there that can print money for you every month. However, there are several instruments that you can use, like I did. So before I set up to leave on my little trip, I was very heavily invested in a lot of companies through two methods. One was direct purchase of stocks from these companies. The other is through ETFs. And depending on how the stocks and the ETFs are set up by the companies that host them, it can generate monthly income. I was in some very advanced exchange traded funds, ETFs, which basically, to break it down, it is a collection of different companies in a particular sector. I was in oil and gas. But with that ETF, I was able to generate, at the high point, around $800 a month, like clockwork. So instead of reinvesting those funds back into the ETF, which people can do, I decided to use those funds to finance a lot of my travel. So while I had a couple things going on, I had the Uber money, which I mentioned in a previous video. I was also able to work being a digital nomad, but I was able to have this constant flow of income come as well to help finance hotels, to help finance airlines, food. So it was using these different methods that I was able to generate these kinds of returns. Unfortunately, those returns did not last. When COVID happened, that really cut into it because nobody was using gas, airlines and cars and all that. Everybody was kind of shut inside. So I got a little spanked on that one. But during that time period of when I was, traveling abroad a lot, that money every month was a godsend. So I highly suggest you get very educated about it. There are a whole bunch of books out there. If you'd like a good place to start, I would suggest Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That was the book that started me on my financial journey. And there's so many different books out there regarding investing. Another good author is Peter Lynch. So if you look up by anything that he's done, lots of great stuff in there if you're looking to get into the stock market. But I can't stress enough how important it is to get good at finances and getting your money to work harder for you, because I know, like me, like you work very hard for your money. So it only is good to have it work hard for you as well. So thank you very much for your time, and get out there. Make that money.